Back. Hello guys, welcome back. So in this section we are going to be looking at how to create a new project, and also we're going to look at adding the different dependencies, all the dependencies that will be needed for this project to be a success. All right, so the first thing I want to do, I have my VS Code because that's my preferred IDE. If you're using Android Studio, it's totally fine, right, as long as you understand it and you can follow along. All right, so to open, I want to create a new project. So what I'm going to do is to do Command Shift P. This is for Mac. So I think for Windows it's going to be Control Shift P. If you are like me, most times I prefer using my terminal directly to just create my distance. But for the sake of this tutorial, okay, I just want to use this pattern, right? So once you open this up, you can go to New Project, right? You're going to see Flutter New Project. Click on it, and then you select what you want to build. In this case, we want to build an application, right? So click on it, and it's going to do some magic and open up this guy here. So you can just select whichever place that you want to save your file. So in this case, I want to save it in my desktop, right? So I'm going to select this, and here I'm going to give it a new name. In this case, I will say Wallpaper App. Okay, you're going to see your main.dat right here. Okay, so this is our main.dat. You can see it's just like a dummy application. Nothing really is here. Okay, so now we are done with our project creation. Everything looks good and there's no error, nothing at all. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing now is to add our various dependencies. So if you go to your prospect.yaml file, you're going to notice that there is no thing here, just the Cupertino icons, right? So I'm going to grab the dependencies that will be needed for this, and I'm going to explain them one after the other. And make sure you are using the latest version. So as when I'm doing this video, and every versions here were updated. Okay. So we have our provider, and this provider is used for managing our states, right? It's the for state management. We have the Firebase auth. Firebase service, right, which we are going to be using for authentication. We have the Google Auth. We are also going to be using this for authentication with Google, right? And we have our Firebase core, which is needed when you want to use Firebase services. We have our Go Router. We'll be using Go Router for navigation. Okay, so lately I've been loving Go Router a lot, and it's just cool. So we have our crypto and signing with Apple, right? So this is here, right? But we are not really going to dig deep into Apple sign up, okay? Because when things are like this, you guys also need to go and explore and also learn some few things on your own, okay? So we have our cached network image. Is going to help us to display images, okay? And we have image picker to pick image when the users want to upload a wallpaper, right? Or when admin want to upload wallpaper. We have Cloud Firestore for saving into the database. We have Firebase storage, which is used for saving our files, right? You want to save the image first, get the download URL before saving it to Cloud Firestore, all right? We have our quick alert. This is going to be used for showing messages, okay? So when there's an error, we need to show users dialog. When there's success, we need to also show them dialog. That's why we have this quick alert in our prospect.yaml file. So I also using Flutter Wallpaper Manager. We have our image gallery saver, okay? So we are going to be using this to save into the platform Android or iOS external storage, okay? That's why it's here. So when users download, they need to see it in their gallery or their photos if you are using iOS, okay? We have the share plus, okay? That's if you want to share text or files or anything, right? And we have our work manager, right? We are going to be using it to schedule the tasks to change the wallpaper in the background. We have the HTTP. You'll see where we use this, but it's used for network requests, okay? And we have the path provider. I use this to grab the paths, like app specific paths, okay, just to store downloads, the ones that I don't want to show on the user's gallery, okay? That's where this path provider comes in. Then we have our shared preferences, okay? Shared preferences was we also used it to store some few things, which you guys are definitely going to see. Then we have our package info plus, so we just use it to get the current app version, okay? That's what it's used for, to get the current app version, okay? So that is pretty much all the dependencies. I think, yeah, there's everything. I didn't miss anything. I'm very sure of that. I didn't miss anything. So yeah, so in the next tutorial, we are going to set up our project based on all the features that the app is going to contain.